What excites me about this fight is the suspicions of this fight. The suspicions, no boogeyman, but the suspicions of this fight is we know that when things normally supposed to go where everybody believes it should go the way, normally it's always something that we didn't expect. You cannot get that from any other sport the way we get that in boxing. We've seen things happen. Obviously, I'm on the A side. That's a good way to say the A side. I'm on the A side, and I want the A side to go in there and take this fight like he's fighting top guys, like he's fighting whoever the fans are saying and choosing and hollering and screaming from the fight. Whether it's Triple G, whether it's this guy or that guy, at the end of the day, he must look at Smith, even though he's not, and make him who he feels that he wants at the end of the day. And that keeps you honest as an athlete. I'm educating y'all now. It also keeps you on point to realize no matter what people say, if you don't look good, you're bad. If you look too good, the guy was overmatched. So you had a situation where get it out of the way sooner than later. If not later, then get it out of the way respectfully, where now it could be some comparison made between Brook and Smith. And it could be some comparison made on opinionated, whether it change your mind out there or whether it still stay the same. Canelo has a commercial now that he can display by telling the people that, hey, Triple G didn't fight the person that y'all want him to fight, and it's me. And guess what? I know that I ain't fight the person or the fighter that y'all want me to fight. But in the meantime, I'm going to give you a commercial before we both get in the ring sooner than later of 2017.
And was Golovkin good or bad in your take? A lot of people feel it was the Golovkin we're used to seeing, or
I would
Golovkin?
say one word that says it all. Vulnerability.
Why?
What about
what's behind
what's
that
vulnerable?
one word? Like he said, what's vulnerable? What's behind that?
When you have experience, very few fighters have, of longevity in a division where you're blasting everybody out or you just systematically beating them and you're racking up defenses. It's called boredom. And boredom will set in on the best athletes in the world if they don't get what they want in time that they feel they should have it. Boredom is a mind thing. It has nothing to do whether you are credible for being who you are or where you got or where you at. That proves itself by being in that position. Boredom is when you want something and it's not coming fast enough and you realize that the clock is ticking, you normally don't get up for fights that you know that is not really in your heart to fight. But you must stay busy. You must push forward. So when the welterweight that can fight, that I have a more respect for him now than ever, Brook, comes up from 47 to 60, that's a big jump. And some would say, and justifiably right to say it, wait a minute, wasn't this guy saying that Canelo did this? And then you turn around and call the kettle black and do the same thing? When you understand a situation, you got to look in the past to share light on the future. And when you look at the past to share light on the future, you would say, there's a guy in his team accusing Canelo of doing this and doing that, but then you turn around and do the same thing. Then you look at it and say, wait a minute. If this is going to be done on both sides, then we want it to end quickly before we go into the next year. And that's not what I'm hoping. I'm telling you that's what's going to happen, because guess what? The fans going to show with their dollars, they're going to show with their viewership, and nobody wants that. So, as a businessman slash fighter slash analyst, you can say expert, I'm putting all these things together and giving you 4 different hats and 4 different opinions, but it's all the same. So when you have that type of mist in the air we must calm it down.
Is that a 50-50 fight in your opinion at this point? If
A
they were to
50-50
fight Canelo
fight.
and Triple G, if they were to fight today, would that be a 50-50 fight?
It depends on where they fight at, not place.
Press conference location. You
Wait,
guys can talk
but
to
wait.
him over there. Let's walk that way.
Okay, Bernard,
And who's the A and who's the B?
With our TBA system, Canelo get criticism for having the best resume in boxing
You
at
guys can talk to him
26.
over there.
Well,
They
I
talk
think
about-
Canelo should get criticism because he is the top superstar in boxing, and that don't come with praise. That comes with all kinds of things. You have to go see to be on top. You got to understand that criticism is part of the luxury of being the top guy. So I think that if everybody is agreeing with you and nobody sees nothing else, then that means you're doing something wrong.